हे काय झालं? कुठलं तरी बटन दाबलं गेलं ते मिनिमाइज झालं, ते फुल स्क्रीन होतं ना. काय दाबायचं? ते मोठं कसं करायचं? नाही, स्टॉप शेअरिंग नको करू. आता येईल का?
अजून एकच पार्टिसिपेशन तुम्ही चालले.
हो, असं देत ना. रेकॉर्डिंग आणि शेअरिंग करायचे मला.
काय करायचं?
इकडे पीपीटी थांबा.
ठीक आहे.
हा, पीपीटी नाही, 1 मिनिट. ते नाही ते मिनिमाइज करा.
स्टॉप शेअर म्हणायचं. नवीन शेअर करायचं. पण ती पीपीटी का लेक्चर 1.
हा, आणि हे काय आलं?
काही नाही. आणि त्याच्यानंतर तुम्ही हे ऑन करायचं.
हे काय? ओके.
आणि तुम्हाला काही कंट्रोल बघायचे असतील तर इथं बघायचं. पार्टिसिपेंट आले बघा. ऍडमिट म्हणायचं. ओके. प्रत्येकाला इथं असं बघत राहा. ओके. ऍडमिट करत राहा प्रत्येक.
पण माझा व्हिडिओ नाही दिसणार ना? नाही,
तुमचा व्हिडिओ नाही दिसत आहे. ठीक आहे.
पण हे मिनिमाइज करून व्हिडिओ येईल मगाची स्क्रीन ते.
नाही ना.
एस्केप.
हे बघा. इथं कर्सर इथं आणायचं ना, फक्त असं कर्सर आणा. ऑटोमॅटिक तुम्हाला हे सगळं दिसतील पण. ओके. आले हा व्हिडिओचा कंटेंट. स्टार्ट व्हिडिओ म्हटलं तर तुमचा व्हिडिओ दिसेल. तिकडे दिसतील.
मग आता हे असंच राहू देऊ का? तुम्हाला ऍडमिट करायचंय का यांना?
असेल तर अदरवाईज ऍडमिट करत राहा मॅडम. पार्टिसिपेंट करा क्लिक. ऍडमिट ऑल म्हणा इथं. ऍडमिट ऑल हे दिसतं त्या आतमध्ये. तुम्ही ऍडमिट
सगळेजण ऍडमिट होत राहणार का?
तुम्ही करत राहायचं
प्रत्येक वेळेला?
थोडं वेळ बघत.
अरे बापरे.
सेटिंग केली आहे.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
In the beginning, you just revise what we did yesterday. Initial 5 minutes, we'll just revise it, and then we'll move further. First, what is temporary hardness, also known as other two names? Chalo fatafat. Temporary hardness.
Also known as
hardness.
alkaline.
Alkaline and carbonate hardness.
Alkaline.
And permanent is
Non-carbonate.
Non-carbonate, non-alkaline.
Carbonate and non-alkaline
non-alkaline.
hardness.
Okay. What is multiplication factor? What is multiplication factor?
Equivalent weight of CaCO3 upon
Weight
equivalent
of
weight of salt.
CO3 of any salt.
Okay. What is the meaning of multiplication factor? What is the multiplication factor? What is the meaning of?
It means that 100 gram of calcium carbonate will give same hardness as equivalent weight of salt.
Yeah. Yesterday we have tried few salts. Just recall your memory. What were they?
Calcium.
Calcium bicarbonate. What was the molecular weight we have calculated yesterday?
162.
162. Magnesium bicarbonate.
146.
146.
MgCl2.
95.
95.
CaSO4.
136.
Fe2O3. No, we have not taken MgNO3 twice.
148.
148.
Now you try 2 more salts today. CaCl2 and MgSO4? Give me the answer.
111.
111 and 120.
For CaCl2 is how much?
111.
11.
Okay, and another salt, MgSO4,
120.
MgSO4. Magnesium is 24, sulfur is 32, and oxygen 16, 4 is
120.
64,
120.
120. Okay, so you are there. You are there with me? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you have written this numerical, yesterday's numerical. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Now we have to calculate the temporary hardness and permanent hardness, and that also in all the units. We have to answer them in all the units. That is Clark, degree French, and parts per million. We'll revise the definition. 1 ppm hardness is what? 1 ppm hardness is what?
Milligram of calcium
1
carbonate
milligram of
equivalent
calcium.
present
1
in 1
milligram
million
of
liter
CaCl3
or
equivalent
10
hardness
to the
in
power 6 part
10 raised
of
to
water.
6. Then what is degree Clark? Degree Clark.
1 part by weight of CaCO3 in
Present
1
in-
milligram of calcium carbonate present in 7,000 liter
Not
of calcium
7,000,
carbonate.
not 7,000, 70,000.
70,000.
70,000. Now, then I stuck up with the degree French. Write down the definition of degree French. The hardness is said to be 1 degree French. Write it down your notebook. The hardness of water is said to be 1 degree French when 1 part by weight of calcium carbonate, that is 1 milligram of CaCO3, is present in 1 lakh, that is 10 raised to 5 parts by weight of water. Are you with me, everyone? Have you written it down?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So when 1 milligram of
Ma'am, can you
CaCO3,
please repeat again?
yeah, 1 milligram of CaCO3 equivalent hardness when it is present in 10 raised to 5 parts by weight of water, that is 1 degree French. Done? Done?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
what is the interconversion? Write it down. 1 ppm is equal to 1 ppm is equal to 1 milligram per liter. 1 milligram per liter is equal to 0.07 degree Clark. 0.07 degree Clark is equal to 0.1 degree French. I'll repeat. 1 ppm is equal to 1 milligram per liter is equal to 0.07 degree Clark is equal to 1 degree French. You have written it down yesterday, this numerical? Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What is asked? You have to calculate the carbonate hardness and non-carbonate hardness. The other terms will be temporary and permanent. The third term will be alkaline and non-alkaline. And you have to calculate it in all the 3 degrees. First, it is given, impurities are given in ppm. So we will get the answer in ppm, and then by using that conversion factor. 1 ppm is equal to 0.07 degree Clark is equal to 0.1 degree French. You will convert the hardness in other units, that is degree Clark, degree French, etc. Now out of these salts, don't turn up the pages, how many of them are having CO3 group? Out of these salts, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So out of these salts, how many are contributing to the temporary hardness? What is the test?
Two salts?
Two
Only
Two
two
salt.
groups.
Yeah.
Two
magnesium
salt.
bicarbonate and calcium bicarbonate.
And
Calcium
calcium
bicarbonate and calcium bicarbonate.
Yeah. So first line while writing, you write down out of the salts given, the magnesium bicarbonate and calcium bicarbonate gives temporary hardness. Write down this sentence, and in this way only you have to solve the numerical. Out of the salts given, calcium bicarbonate and magnesium bicarbonate gives temporary hardness. Wrote it? Are you through?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Whereas
ma'am.
MgCl2 CaSO4 and MgNO3 twice. Remember, write down MgCl2 CaSO4 and MgNO3 twice. They gives permanent hardness. I'll repeat, MgCl2 CaSO4 and MgNO3 twice. They gives permanent hardness. Now you will ask me why not NaCl and Fe2O3. Fe2O3 is also causing permanent hardness, but it is not in our scope of syllabus. So we will neglect Fe2O3. Are you with me? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We have to study the hardness due to calcium and magnesium. So we will neglect the hardness due to Fe2O3 because this is not there in our syllabus. Now, what about NaCl? All the sodium and potassium salts, they do not give hardness to the water sample. Write down, sodium and potassium salts do not give any type of hardness to the water sample. So we will not do any calculation for NaCl here. Are you getting it? Whenever any sodium or potassium salt is there in your numerical, you are writing their notes that these are not the hardness causing salts. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Fe2O3, you have written that it is out of the scope of syllabus, but NaCl, you will write it is not the hardness causing salt. Have you got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We will calculate hardness due to magnesium bicarbonate. On your line, write down hardness due to magnesium bicarbonate is equal to 7.3 into 100 divided by 146. What is 100 by 146? What is 100 by 146?
Equivalent. CaCO3 equivalent.
Ma'am,
Multiplication
can you
factor.
repeat?
Balance,
Multiplication factor.
also known as
Will you repeat, ma'am? Will you repeat, ma'am?
the hardness due to magnesium bicarbonate is equal to 7.3 into 100 divided by 146. 100 by 146 is multiplication factor
Multiplication.
for magnesium bicarbonate. What is the meaning
5 ppm.
by 146? Anyone? What is 100 by 146?
Multiplication
Multiplication factor.
Molecular weight of
Yeah,
salt.
but what is the meaning
Molecular
of this?
weight of CaCO3 upon molecular weight of
That's all. But what
MgHCO3.
is the meaning? If you will take
Multiplication
the
factor.
water from same source in two different buckets, 1
100
liter
100 gram.
in bucket A, 1 liter in bucket B. So you add 100 gram of CaCO3 in bucket 1 and add 146 gram of magnesium bicarbonate in another bucket.
Another.
And then you calculate the hardness. Hardness of this water is exactly same. That is the meaning of multiplication factor. That is the meaning of multiplication factor. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So multiplication factor means
Oi.
the hardness what is there in the due to 100 gram of CaCO3 is exactly due to 146 gram of magnesium bicarbonate. What is the answer? 7.3 into 100 by 146. What is
5.
5.
ppm?
5.
Hardness of
ppm. 5.
listen, yeah. Hardness of magnesium bicarbonate is 5 ppm. So we have converted the hardness due to magnesium bicarbonate in terms of CaCO3. Have I made you clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, now do the calculation by calcium bicarbonate. On new line, hardness due to calcium bicarbonate. What it will be? What it will be?
How much?
Yes,
10.
16.2. How much amount of calcium bicarbonate is there in the water? 16.2.
16.2.
Multiply by multiplication factor. 100 by 162. 16, 10 ppm. What is 16.2?
10.
What is 16.2?
Weight of calcium bicarbonate.
Calcium bicarbonate in the water. So 5 plus 10, how much is total carbonate hardness?
15.
Huh?
15.
15 ppm.
15. Now we will calculate non-carbonate hardness. Do the calculation for MgCl2. What you will write? Hardness due to MgCl2 is equal to, yes, hardness due to MgCl2 is
9.5.
equal to 9.
0.5 into 100 by 95.
Yeah, how much is the answer?
Again 10.
10.
Again 10.
Are you with me, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Now do the calculation
Yes,
for
ma'am.
CaSO4 and MgNO3 twice. Do the calculation for CaSO4 and MgNO3 twice. What is CaSO4?
Calcium sulfate.
Yes,
Calcium sulfate.
13.6
Calcium sulfate.
into 100 divided by 136. You just check how much is the molecular weight of CaSO4. How much it is?
136.
Okay, so 13.6 into 100 divided by 136. How much is the answer?
10.
10 ppm.
10 ppm.
Now do the calculation for MgNO3 twice. MgNO3 twice.
10.
What
10 is
it
the
is?
answer for MgNO3.
चलो क्या answer?
Yes, ma'am. 10 is the answer.
10 ppm. So what is total carbonate hardness?
15
Carbonate I am
ppm and
asking.
non-carbonate 30 ppm.
30 ppm.
15. Carbonate is 15 and non-carbonate is
30.
30 ppm.
30. So how much is total? How much is total?
45 ppm.
45 ppm. Are you with me?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Now all these hardnesses, you convert them in degree Clark and degree French. What is the conversion factor? 1 ppm is equal
1
to
degree
ppm is
Clark, 1
equals
ppm
to
is equal to
0.7 degree
Clark
Clark is equal to 0.1 degree French. You convert carbonate hardness in all the 3 units, converted the non-carbonate hardness in all the 3 units, and total hardness also in all the 3 units. Chalo, within 1 minute finish it off. How many of you have understood all this? Please raise your hands. Please raise your hands. I can see only 24, 25, 26. If you have any confusion, any doubt, ask me immediately. I am ready to answer your all the queries all the time. Shall I assume that everyone has understood? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll move further. We have to determine the hardness by EDTA method. This is the method. This is the method to calculate the hardness of water sample, which is called as EDTA method. What is EDTA method? What is the long form of EDTA? What is the long
Ethylene
form of
diamine
EDTA?
Thiamine tetraacetate.
Acetic acid. This is the structure of EDTA. Write it down. The left hand side is the structure. In the examination, in the MCQ, question may be asked. What is the long form of EDTA? It is ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. Write down the structure of EDTA. The ethylene group is there on either side. NH2 should be there, but that H2 of nitrogen is replaced by acetic acid COOH. Are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you written it down?
No.
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Chalo
ma'am.
fast, do it. Write down the structure of EDTA. Now remove the hydrogen from them, all the 4 hydrogen of acetic acid, you will get the EDTA ion. In the second structure, remove the hydrogen, all the 4 hydrogen of acetic acid, you will get EDTA ion. It looks like this. So after removing, you get this structure. Now it forms complexes. EDTA forms complexes. It has the ability to form the compound or complexes with metal ion. In our discussion, we will consider only 2 metal ions which are causing the hardness, that is calcium and magnesium. We are not going to consider sodium and potassium, only calcium and magnesium. So this is the particular structure of the complex which is formed by calcium or magnesium. You need not remember this, only it is for your information. Shall I move further? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, this is
Yes,
the
ma'am.
theory of it. This is the theory of it. Here, the EDTA salt, disodium salt, means the 2 sodium ions are there. Out of the 4 valencies, 2 are satisfied by Na. Earlier structure, if you will see, here 2 Na are there. 2 Na are there, and these 2 are open for calcium or magnesium. So this is called as disodium salt. Disodium salt of EDTA. This is one sodium, this is another sodium, and here there is a chance that calcium or magnesium will attack there. Got it? Now
Yes,
any
ma'am.
doubt? You have raised the
Yes, ma'am.
hand. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So now what is the theory of it? So disodium salts of EDTA, it reacts with calcium and magnesium ions in the water. Now when EDTA is added, H plus ion concentration decreases. So pH of the mixture also decreases. This particular titration, we want the pH in the alkaline range 7 to 8.5. Remember, it is not given in the slide. For carrying out this titration, we need to maintain the pH between 7 to 9.5, and that is why we have to add some buffer, which is alkaline. Write down the buffer. It is made up of NH4Cl and NH4OH. Everything is important if objective type of question is there. The pH of the solution while determining the hardness should be between 7 to 8.5. When EDTA is added, the pH of the H plus ion decreases, H plus ion concentration decreases, and H plus ion in the reaction are formed, which decreases the pH. H plus increases, pH decreases. It goes to the acidic level. We want it to the neutral level or slightly alkaline medium, that is 7 to 8.5. And therefore we have to add the buffer, which is made up of NH4Cl, NH4OH. So whose pH is 10. It is called as ammonical buffer solution. It has a pH 10. So when it is added, it increases the pH to the desired range. Desired range is 7 to 8.5. Now, when calcium and magnesium ions react with the EDTA, you get the formation of complex. And therefore, this is the complex which you get it when the EDTA is added to the water sample, and therefore it is called as complexometric titration. Remember, this term also is important for MCQ question. So during the titration, EDTA forms the complexes with the calcium and magnesium ions, and therefore it is called as complexometric titration. Next is areochrome black tea is used as an indicator. This is also maybe asked as a MCQ question. What is the indicator? So the answer is areochrome black tea indicator. Hereafter, shortly we will call it as EBT. Am I going fast? Am I going fast?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am. No,
So
ma'am.
what is the role of buffer? What is the role of buffer? What is the role of
To maintain the
buffer?
pH.
To maintain the
To
pH of
maintain
the
the pH in the range
Maintain the pH.
7 to
Maintain the
8.5.
7 to 8.5.
It is made up of what?
NH4Cl and NH4OH.
NH4Cl and NH4. Which is the indicator?
Arechrome black.
EBT.
Areochrome black tea indicator is the indicator, and EDTA long form is ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. Disodium salt of EDTA is used for the titration. Now we will see the theory is over. We will see the principle. Now imagine that you are doing the titration in the lab, conical flask is there, in that you have a water sample whose hardness is to be determined. So you have to add 2 drops of areochrome black tea indicator and the 5 ml of buffer solution, and fill the burette with the EDTA. Whatever solution is there in the burette, it is called as titrant. Remember the term titrant. And whatever is there in the conical flask, it is called as titer, T-I-T-R-E. Remember these terms for MCQ question. What you take in the burette is titrant, and what you take in the conical flask is titer. So fill the burette with EDTA solution, and in the conical flask you have the water sample, 2 or 3 drops of areochrome black tea indicator, and 5 ml of buffer solution. And then you have to go on adding EDTA to the conical flask. Imagine that you are performing the experiment. Now when EBT is added to the water sample which has a calcium or magnesium ions, EBT readily reacts with the metal ion and it gives the metal ion indicator complex. Write down here, it is not given, write down the reaction. Metal ion, and this is the indicator, and this you get is metal ion indicator complex, which is wine red. Wine red is diluted blood-like color. Diluted blood-like color. So in the principle, when EBT is added, it readily combines with the metal ion to form metal EBT, metal ion indicator complex, which is wine red and it is short-lived. What do you mean by short-lived? What do you mean by short-lived?
The color fades away.
It persists only for few seconds. It persists only for few seconds. So in the principle, first point is when EBT is added to the water sample containing the metallic impurities like Ca plus 2 and Mg plus 2, the EBT readily combines with the calcium and magnesium ion to give metal ion indicator complex. Metal ion indicator complex, which is wine red in color. Which is wine red in color. I'll repeat, metal ion react with EBT to give metal ion indicator complex. So this is our metal ion indicator complex. What is the speciality? It is not stable for a longer period. It is stable only for a few seconds and it is wine red in color. Are you with me? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now after getting the wine red color, you go on adding EDTA from the burette. What is EDTA called as? The solution in the burette is called as what?
Ethylene diamine tetracetic acid.
उसको common term क्या है?
Titrant.
And what is there in the conical flask is
Titer.
Okay.
Titer.
Now, after adding EBT, you get the wine red color. So within a fraction of second, you have to start adding EDTA. The pH of the water will be adjusted to 7.8 minimum, maximum 10 pH. So what will happen? EDTA will remove the metal ion from this complex and it will form the complex with metal ion. Earlier, indicator was forming the complex. Now, the titrant is making the complex. The complex made with the titrant, they are colorless and they are longer lived. They are stable for a longer period. They are stable for a longer period. The complexes with the indicator, they are short lived, whereas the complexes with the EDTA, they are longer lived. They are colorless and longer lived. So these are called as metal ion titrant complexes. This is metal ion indicator complex. This is metal ion titrant complex. Metal ion indicator complex is wine red, short-lived. Metal ion titrant complex are colorless, but they are longer lived. Now, but when these are formed, what happens to the EBT? So EDTA takes place here. When EDTA is added from the burette, it takes place here and you get metal ion indicator complexes. As we have seen, they are colorless, but EBT is removed. It is recovered during the titration and it is blue, and therefore the end point of the titration is wine red to sky blue. Have I made you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Why it
Yes,
is
ma'am.
wine red
Yes,
to sky
ma'am.
blue? What is MEBT complex, also known as Fatapat Chalo? MEBT complex, what is it called as? Metal ion indicator complex.
Indicator.
What is
Metal ion
its
indicator.
peculiarity? What is its peculiarity? It is wine red and short.
Wide red in color.
Short-lived.
And second complex is with EDTA, it is longer
Metal
lived
ion
and colorless.
indicator.
But why the
Different
endpoint
complex.
is sky blue? Why the endpoint is sky blue? Because
It reacts with metal.
Regenerated EBT.
EBT is thrown out. It is recovered. Have you understood the principle?
Yes, ma'am.
So who is your titer?
Conical flask. The conical.
Conical flask contained. What is there in that
Buffer.
flask? water sample.
Method
Water
for
sample is
solution,
your
water and
water sample, EBT,
and
and
EBT.
buffer solution is your titrant. And who is your titrant? Who is your titrant? EDTA. EDTA, EBT, one more point which is not given here. EBT as well as EDTA, they are good complexing agent. They form the stable complexes with the metal ion, and therefore the titration is called as complexometric titration. Remember the term complexometric for the MCQ. Write it down, it is a complexing agent because both EBT and EDTA, they are good complexing agent. They form the complexes with the metal ion, therefore the titration is called as complexometric. What are other types of titration? Acid-base titration is there. Potentiometric titration. But this particular titration is called as complexometric titration. End point is wine red to sky blue. What is the color of metal ion indicator complex? Patapat. Wine red.
Wine red color.
Wine red.
That of EDTA, metal ion titrate
Colorless.
complexes.
Colorless.
But what blue color is there?
Regeneration of
Removal of EDT.
regeneration of
EBT through out.
Okay, now what are the steps? Procedure. Standardization of EDTA, find out total hardness, find out permanent hardness, and calculate temporary hardness. Now, if water is given, whatever hardness it has, is called as total hardness. You boil the water sample. Which hardness is removed by boiling?
Temporary.
Temporary is removed. What is another name for temporary?
Carbonate
Carbonate.
hardness.
Alkaline or carbonate.
So total hardness you will get, boil the water sample, whatever is left is permanent, temporary we have removed. So total minus permanent will be your temporary hardness. First you have to do the standardization. Whatever the concentration you have prepared for zinc sulfate, whether it is there correct or not, that you have to find out. The EDTA concentration should be checked before it is used for the experiment, and that part is called as standardization. What is the concentration of EDTA that you have to determine? So we will see the procedure. Part 1, standardization of EDTA solution. For that, you have to use zinc sulfate. Zinc sulfate is called as primary reference. Zinc sulfate is called as primary reference. You have to keep zinc sulfate ready for the experiment. When you will do the experiment in the lab, you will get the procedure for preparing zinc sulfate. Now in theory, we need not discuss it. So we have to prepare the standard solution of zinc sulfate. Then you have to fill the burette with EDTA solution. And in conical flask, you have to take 5 ml of zinc sulfate solution and 2 to 3 drops of Eriochrome black tea indicator and 5 ml of buffer solution, 3 to 5 ml of buffer solution to maintain the pH in the alkaline range. ऐका आपण काय घेतलंय कोनिकल फ्लास्क मध्ये पहिला पार्ट आहे स्टँडर्डायझेशन ऑफ EDTA. Why the standardization is done? Why the standardization is done? Yes. Why the standardization is done? To know the exact normality of the EDTA. सांगा बरं सगळ्यांनी स्टँडर्डायझेशन का करायचं? टू नो
Normalization.
आणि त्या कॉन्सन्ट्रेशननी हार्डनेस आपल्याला काढायचा आहे. आपण ज्या सोल्युशन करतो त्या 0.05 मोलर सोल्युशन करतो, पण आज जर माझी बॅच असेल तर ते 0.05 राहील. उद्याला जर ती माझी बॅच असेल तर 0.05 च्या ऐवजी 0.48 येतं, मग 0.44 असं करत थोडं डिसइंटिग्रेट होतं. म्हणून जे काय EDTA आहे आपल्या सगळ्या 16 बॅचेस 8 24 बॅचेसला एकदमच लॅब असिस्टंट 10 लिटर 25 लिटर करून ठेवतात. त्यामुळे त्याचं केलेलं असताना 0.05 असते, पण जेव्हा आपल्याला उशीर होईल वापरायला तेव्हा ती कमी होते. तर एक्झॅक्ट काय आहे ते पाहण्याकरता आपण स्टँडर्डायझेशन करतो. आणि स्टँडर्डायझेशन करता काय वापरलं आपलं आपण रेफरन्स झिंक सल्फेट. झिंक सल्फेट. व्हॉट इज द रोल ऑफ बफर? What is the role of buffer? Chalo.
Maintain the pH of the
Maintain
solution.
the pH.
Maintain the pH of solution.
Then you have to do the titration. EDTA. Imagine that in conical flask you have taken 5 ml zinc sulfate solution. 3 ml buffer you have added. 3 ml buffer you have added, and then you have added 2 to 3 drops of Eriochrome black tea. When you add Eriochrome black tea, you will get the wine red color, and then start adding EDTA till you get sky blue color, and you have to note down the burette reading V1 ml. Have I explained you process? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now
Yes, ma'am.
these are the calculation for the calculating the concentration of EDTA. You have to use the formula M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. We have to give the concentration in molarity, and therefore it is M1 V1. If we have to give the concentration in normality, we will write N1 V1. But here we have to find out the exact molarity of EDTA. So you have to use the equation M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. What is M2? Molarity of zinc sulfate
Molarity
is
of zinc sulfate.
0.05. What is V2? Burette reading. Burette reading. Write down. Burette. V2 is burette reading. किती EDTA लागले आपल्याला स्काय ब्लू कलर येण्याकरता? ते V2. Then M1 तुम्हाला कॅल्क्युलेट करायचंय. सॉरी V1 M1 तुम्हाला कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं आहे. आणि व्हॉट इज V1 इज एक्सपेक्टेड इज 0.05. तर आता हे रिडिंग टाकायचे. झिंक सल्फेटचे मोलॅरिटी किती आहे? 0.05 आपण तयार करतो तेव्हा. ब्युरेट रिडिंग तुम्हाला येईल. V2 is how much zinc sulfate we have taken? Sorry, this is not burette reading. This is burette reading. V2 is how much zinc sulfate we have taken for titration. किती घेतलं आपण झिंक सल्फेटला टायट्रेशनला? 5 ml. आठवतंय का?
Yes.
Say something. किती घेतलं झिंक सल्फेट आपण टायट्रेशनला?
5 ml.
हा.
5 ml.
0.05 into 5.
5 ml.
हा. नंतर किती EDTA चं रिडिंग समजा 4.5 आलं तर V1 is 4.5, and from that you have to calculate M1, the exact concentration of EDTA. M2 is 0.05. It is a standard solution made. It do not disintegrate, or rather it is prepared for every experiment freshly. So it remains 0.05. V2 is 5 ml zinc sulfate you have taken. V1 is your burette reading, how much EDTA is required to get wine red to sky blue color, and M1 you have to calculate. So M2 is known, V2 is known, V1 is known. You can calculate the molarity of EDTA solution. Are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Part 2, we have to calculate total hardness. Procedure same आहे. पहिल्या पार्ट मध्ये आपण काय घेतलं होतं? झिंक सल्फेट. आता काय घ्यायचंय? वॉटर सॅम्पल. प्रोसिजर सेम. झिंक सल्फेटच्या ऐवजी वॉटर सॅम्पल घेतले आपण. तर 5 in conical flask you have to take 5 ml the water sample whose hardness is to be determined. You have to put 2 to 3 drops of indicator, Eriochrome black tea indicator, and you have to add 2 to 3 ml buffer solution to maintain the pH, and do the titration till you get the color change wine red to sky blue. EDTA ला कुठला color change आहे end point ला? Yes, it is also important. What is the color?
Sky blue.
Wine red to
Sky
sky
blue.
blue. Wine red to sky blue. Wine red to sky blue. हा? आता समजा burette reading आहे तुमचं YML. मग हा डायरेक्ट फॉर्म्युला दिलाय. YML is the burette reading divided by VA. How much water sample we have taken here? किती घेतले water sample आपण?
5 ml.
5 ml.
5
ml.
ml.
Y is your burette reading divided by 5 ml into Z. Z म्हणजे molarity of EDTA.
Molarity of
Molarity.
EDTA.
of dash
इथे लिहून घ्या वाटलं तर
Disodium.
Z is the molarity of EDTA. नंतर 5 ml करता घेतले आपल्याला कन्वर्ट करायचं 100 ml करता reading and it should be for 1 liter. For 1 liter, that purpose 1000 is added. So here we have Y upon V, capital V, into Z into 100 into 1000 ppm as CO3 equivalent hardness. तुम्हाला V कळला इथे तर Z तुम्हाला पहिल्या पार्ट मधनं कळालेला आहे EDTA चं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन. YML is the burette reading. 5 ml तुम्ही वॉटर सॅम्पल घेतले. Z म्हणजे मोलॅरिटी ऑफ EDTA सोल्युशन 100 into 1000 हा फॉर्म्युला आहे. 2 मिनिटात रिकॉल करा मग मी पुढची स्लाइड दाखवते. Y upon V into Z into 100 into 1000. Learn the formula. Chalo fast. Have you learned the formula?
Yes, ma'am.
yes ma'am
Yes, ma'am.
What is Y?
water sample
Titration reading.
Burette reading.
Water sample.
Burette reading. Y is burette reading. What is V?
Burette.
What is V?
volume of water sample
Volume of water sample.
Water sample.
How much you have taken?
Titrated.
5 ml. What is
5
Z?
ml.
Molarity or
Molarity.
concentration of EDTA
disodium EDTA solution
into 100 into 1000. So this formula you have to use. We will solve one numerical at the end of today's lecture. This is the second part. This is for total hardness. Now we have to determine permanent hardness. Permanent hardness करता काय करायला लागेल आपल्याला? जे पाणी आहे ते बॉईल करायचं. बॉईल केल्यावर कुठला हार्डनेस जाईल?
Temporary.
टेम्पररी जाईल. मग कुठला राहील?
Temporary.
Permanent.
परमनंट. म्हणजे आपलं वॉटर सॅम्पल आहे ते बॉईल करायचं. बॉईल म्हणजे लिटरली बॉईल करायचं 10 मिनिटा करता आणि मग त्याच्यातलं 5 ml घ्यायचं टायट्रेशनला. त्याच्यात 2 ड्रॉप इंडिकेटर टाकायचे आणि 3 ml बफर सोल्युशन टाकायचं. आय रिपीट, फॉर कॅल्क्युलेटिंग परमनंट हार्डनेस, whatever normal water you have taken for first part, you boil it literally for 10 minutes. Take 5 ml of that water, add to it 2 to 3 drops of Aerochrome lactic indicator and 3 ml of buffer solution. It will become wine red. Fill the burette with EDTA. Go on adding EDTA till you get the color change wine red to sky blue. You got it? So on the same line, what will be the formula? Don't turn up the pages. What will be the formula? Burette reading is X, suppose. Earlier it was
X by
Y,
V
here
into
it is
Z into
X.
10 power 5.
x by v into z into 100 into 10.
X upon V into Z into 100
Into 10
into
power 5.
1000. What is Z? What is Z?
Polarity of
Molarity of
disodium EDTA
EDTA. And what is X? Burette reading.
volume of disodium EDTA reading.
So in this way, here we have calculated permanent hardness by using this formula. In earlier slide, we have calculated total hardness by using this formula. So, excuse me, permanent minus total minus permanent will give the temporary hardness. You got it? And the unit of the hardness will be in ppm. You have to convert that into degree Clark, degree French parts per million, etc. You know the conversion factor. Can anyone give me 1 minute, within 1 minute? What is the conversion factor?
1 ppm is equal to 0.
ppm is equal to 1 mg per liter is equal to 0.07 Clark is equal to 0.1 French.
Point one.
Yeah. Now significance of hard water. Now the hardness of water, if it is between 150, below 150 or between 150 to 200 ppm, you can use it for domestic purposes like drinking, washing, cleaning, etc. So the desirable range according to BIS standard and WHO, the hardness of water sample should be not more than 200 ppm. So when we will perform the experiment, if at all you are interested, you can collect the water sample from any unknown source and test it in the lab and make the comment on it whether it can be used for domestic purpose or not. So up to 200 ppm it is drinkable or used for domestic purposes. 200 to 250 we will say that the hardness is low, and 250 to 300 it is moderate, and above 300 don't drink the water at all. So if you have to drink the water up to 200 ppm, without any doubt, 200 to 250 or 300 with certain risk, because if you will drink such water sample, then it get accumulated. Calcium salts in the water, if are there, will get accumulated in the kidney or bladder, and that results in the formation of kidney stone or bladder stone. And therefore, the hardness determination is very much important. Now, if hard water is used for washing purpose, washing the clothes, what we have seen, the soap when added to the hard water, what happens? Yes, it forms curd-like precipitate. So no soap solution. जेव्हा वापरतो त्या कर्ड-like precipitate कशाचा असतो? तर कॅल्शियम सॉल्टचा असतो किंवा मॅग्नेशियम सॉल्टचा. तो प्रेसिपिटेट आपल्याला काढून टाकायला पाहिजे आणि मग फ्रेश सोप ऍड करायला पाहिजे, म्हणजे ते क्लिनिंग करता उपयोगी होतं. म्हणून ते इकॉनॉमिकल नाहीये. आपण घरी ते पाहत नाही. कुठलीही पावडर आणतो, कुठलंही पाणी घरातलं वापरतो, पण तसं करायचं नाही. आता याच्या पुढे तुम्हाला कळलेलं आहे, तुम्ही ऍटलिस्ट घरच्यांना वॉर्न करा की आपण जे पाणी घेतो बकेटमध्ये त्याच्यात सोप टाका. जर कड आला तर तो फेकून द्या आणि क्लिअर पाण्यामध्ये तुम्ही परत सोप वापरा, म्हणजे क्लिनिंग बरोबर होतं. आपण म्हणतो धुतल्यासारखा वाटत नाही ड्रेस. का नाही वाटत आहे? कारण त्याला साबणच लागला नाही. साबण कुठे गेला आपला? साबण कुठे गेला?
प्रेसिपिटेट
तयार करायला गेला आणि तो प्रेसिपिटेट नाही रिमूव्ह केला. इफ यू विल नॉट रिमूव्ह द प्रेसिपिटेट फ्रॉम टाइम टू टाइम, it will get absorbed I'm saying AD, it will get accumulated on our skin, also on our fabric clothes, and then it gives its own color which becomes permanent on ironing. For example, if iron salts are there in the water and if they get accumulated on your clothes and on ironing, they will leave the yellow color spots on our clothes. So this happens only because the general awareness is less, and that is why this chapter is there. So hard water is not useful for any purposes. That is the significance of hardness, and therefore we need to remove the hardness. Now these are the calculation. 1 ml 1 molarity is 100 milligram of CaSO3. You will ask me from where these are there. These are from the experiments. So just remember this calculation. 1 ml 1 molar if you take, is the activity is equal to 100 milligram of CaSO3 equivalent hardness. So that is there. Always remember 1 ml 1 molarity is 100 milligram of CaSO3 equivalent hardness. Are you with me? पाठ केलं का?
Yes, ma'am.
इथे स्मॉल लेटर आहे, इथे कॅपिटल आहे. 1 ml 1 molar will have the equivalent as 100 milligram of CaSO3. Now these are the numericals given. We will solve the numerical here. Write down the numerical here. Are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
100 ml of
Yes, ma'am.
100 ml of 50 ml of standard hard water containing 1.2 gram of CaCO3 equivalent hardness per liter require 16 ml of EDTA solution for endpoint, whereas 50 ml of hard water sample required 20 ml of same EDTA solution and 50 ml of boiled water sample. Just write down the numerical. We will solve it tomorrow. Huh? I'll share the attendance sheet. Yesterday, 4 of you have made the mistake. Today, please be aware. Anjali, Akash, Rushikesh, and Srushti. Are they there? Are they there?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So be careful when you are filling the attendance form. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Rotor numerical, we'll solve it in the next lecture. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I
Yes,
will
ma'am.
share the attendance sheet. Please be careful while fill the form immediately.
It's not there, ma'am.
Huh?
It's not there.
There is no link.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, there
there
is
is
no link.
no link.
दिया है ना
And
फॉर्म
please
मैंने.
send the link.
Gmail में दिया है.
It's not there on Gmail also. No link on there on Gmail nor it there.
It's on Gmail.
No, it's not there. No, it's not there.
No, it's not there.
No.
अरे I have shared this link in the chat box. Chat
No,
box.
ma'am.
No, ma'am, we don't
It's
get
not
No,
it.
there.
ma'am.
Why?
It's not there, ma'am.
Ma'am, share to everyone.
Not there, ma'am.
Ma'am, share to everyone. To everyone.
Yeah, everyone. It's written share to everyone.
Ma'am, but we didn't get it. But we have not got, ma'am.
Okay, I'll try it again. Attendance sheet. Share. Is it visible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Do it because I have another lecture at 10:15 immediately. Are you through? Who has raised the hand? Whose query it is? Anyone, any query? Any query? Are you through? Shall I leave the class? Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Hello, ma'am.
हाँ बोलो.
हाँ मैम 15 से ऑफलाइन शुरू होने वाला है.
That discussion is going on. You will come to know shortly, maybe by Thursday or Friday. Huh?
बिकॉज मैम मैं काफी दूर रहता हूँ ना, इसलिए मुझे हॉस्टल पे आने के लिए एक दिन पहले आना पड़ेगा ना,
You will
इसलिए।
be given a time for booking the ticket to Pune. You will get the number of days required. By Thursday, it will be finalized and it will be communicated to you on your mail ID, official mail ID. Shall I close the end of meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have a
Could
good
you
day.
please share the
Yes, ma'am.
PPT on WhatsApp
Have a
group?
good day. Chalo.
Ma'am, excuse me.